Alright, yeah, yeah. Hi everybody, Mio here, and it's now time for a new The Drums album, Brutalism. This pop band has been around since somewhere around 2011 to 2012, and has released a handful of albums, including this one, which was released quite not so long ago, not a while back. And there is a lot to talk about and a lot to fill in about this because I really do care about this album a lot, and what they really did here was like super nostalgic like vibes here. So without further ado, let's just get right into the album and see what's up. The first song on this one, Pretty Cloud, is a pretty good start for this album. Not the best song when you get later on to the album, but it's a good start for this one. I don't mind it. The lyrics are pretty clever, honestly, and it just has a catchy hook. So, good start, just not their best work when you compare it to the later songs on this album. The second song, though, 626 Bedford Avenue, is a very nostalgic-like song to talk about. One of the things that makes this song so good and so redeeming is that it has its nostalgic sound. I'm getting like new wave vibes here. I'm getting like both lyrically and figuratively that this sound and lyrics behind all this album does remind me of another certain band. Unlike this band, however, is goth. I'm of course talking about The Cure, which both went through goth and pop during the 80s. And this kind of just let me go back to the times where this was last year where I started listening to The Cure, and I just started listening to his pop sound. So this does kind of remind me of The Cure, both if it's goth form and its pop sound. But I'm not goth. I just like listening to them. That's it. I just like their sound. But this album really does remind me of them, and it really does question that are these bands like is this band like influenced by The Cure? Probably so. I'm not sure though. But yeah, 626, pretty good song. It actually kind of does sound like a Cure song. Or maybe something out of an alternative rock band. Other songs are just downright heartbreaking, though. Songs like Kiss of the Way, or I Want to Go Back. It's kind of like this kind of abuse and struggles of relationship and having fun in a way that it just makes you want to cry and just wants you to go back to the memories you want to go. Kind of like I do. Because this album is pretty much riddled with a lot of stuff about abuse, relationships, time has gone by, and pretty much the uncomfortableness of your surroundings in all places. Kisses Away is a good song, but the most heartbreaking song is easily the song Nervous, which talks about a relationship that has been growing in pain ever since last year. If I even ever get a girlfriend, I'm probably going to play this song for her if we ever have a bad time. Just because it's that heartbreaking. It makes you feel that even if you don't have a girlfriend, you feel their pain. And I certainly do. There are other songs that, not a lot, but there are some songs that have somewhat, or talk about happiness and stuff. Like the end, they go with this album song, Blip of Joy, which is a pretty good song to end the album. After all this uncomfortableness, abuse, and relationship, I feel like this is a good ending to the album. And as well as the other albums, songs in this album. Body Chemistry is, oddly enough, the most catchiest one on this one. As I always expect, it talks about, like, this guy, probably the lead singer of the band, in this room where everybody else is in the other one, and he's, like, in the surrounding. He's probably even using him. I'm not really sure. It's kind of a mystery, to be honest. But due to the things that he, like, doesn't like about Body Chemistry, he probably is. And he calls it unrelenting and bad. And, yeah, I cannot really relate to that. But, yeah, can't really relate to that. But it's still a good song, though. Everything else about this album is catchy, lyrically brilliant, and it makes a lot of sense when you listen to more and more, and that's pretty much, one of the songs pretty much explains why the lead singer is pretty much sniffing on a shirt. Pretty much. Yeah. I really do hope, though, that he will keep going and going, and I will follow him, considering that not only that this album is brilliant, but I also found out that Anti-Records, the record studio that made the album, also partner up with people like Deaf Heaven, Tom Waits, and one of my favorite rock or indie bands or folk country bands, that whatever you call them right now, Wilco, which I like their albums a lot. Mermaid Avenue, AM, like Yankee New York Hotel. They're all classics. Those are classics as hell. And I subscribe to Anti-Records. And I really hope that new Wilco album will come soon, because I do like the band a lot. And now I'm getting grown on the drums, which I'm liking a lot. And I am proud to say that my final score on this one is an 8 out of 10. A great job, and a nice, catchy, and relatable album that everybody can pretty much relate to, even if you don't have, like, a girlfriend, or even if you have experience of this before. It's nostalgic as hell, in a dark way, and there's some catchy songs, and a great ending to this album. So, that's my final score, and yeah, pretty much. Thank you for watching! Jeez, Christ, the drums. Pretty good. Pretty good, pretty good, pretty good. Pretty good, pretty good.